Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the easiest way to organize your desktop without having to download a separate application. So here I have a page opened up where I'm just kind of looking through the best dock applications that you can use to organize your icons on your desktop. Rocket Dock, Object Dock, there's a bunch of different options here. These are just docks that you can use. And there's a number of different programs that you can download to better organize the applications, or rather the shortcuts on your desktop. So there's a lot of ways that you can do that. But the only problem is that when you download an application to organize the icons on your desktop, it can use up additional resources on your computer. So I found more of a different way to organize my icons. Now, it's nothing special, nothing that no one else has ever done before necessarily, but just a unique way that I'm sort of organizing the icons on my desktop specifically that I think is better than having to download a separate application. So I'll show you what I did and the process that I kind of followed here. So here you can see this is how I have my desktop organized. And what I've done is I've essentially just created different categories. So most of the dock applications that you'll download, they use categories, and so you can basically just hover over a category and it'll show your icons, or you can have docked kind of categories on your desktop. But what I've done is to better organize my desktop is I've created these temporary shortcuts here. They're sort of just dummy shortcuts that I use to indicate the different categories, just to help with organization. And then I kind of put my applications to the right of it. So you can see here, if I wanted to, I could also have this set to browser here, and I could put, for example, all my icons under here. And so I could line it up this way. I could line it up vertically, or I could line it up horizontally, whichever way I prefer. But what I've done is I've lined it up sort of horizontally across my desktop here. Now, the way that I create, let me put these back here real quick. The way that I create the temporary icon that I use for organizing these categories is I basically just right-click anywhere here on my desktop and I just create a shortcut. Now I can just go ahead and browse to a specific folder if I wanted to. And so, for example, if I just choose any folder, let me just find a random folder here. It doesn't really matter. You can just use any folder on my computer here, and then I can click on Next, and you can see that I'm going to be able to go ahead and create this shortcut. So we'll just call this Test and Finish. Now that I have my test shortcut here, I can right-click on it and go to my Properties. And from here, all I have to do is change the icon. And so here I can choose from some custom icons, or what I can also do is click on the Browse button, and I can choose an icon from my computer that I've downloaded, for example, from the internet. So what I can do sometimes is I'll just open up my browser and I'll just type in, for example, gaming icon. And so I can find, for example, like a gaming icon. I can download that to my computer, and I can use that as the image for one of these categories here. So that's what I did here. I just found this image and I selected it from the browse mode here. I selected that as the image that I wanted to use, and then I kind of put that in the different places. Now, the only other unique thing that I did that was kind of helpful for me is, let's say I wanted to move things around, but let's say the icons got all adjusted and they're not looking the way that I want. I did download one application called Desktop OK. You can just Google search that and you'll be able to find the application. And so I can just go ahead and click on the Restore button here. And you can see here it sets my desktop back exactly the way that I had last saved it. And the nice thing about this is if you ever accidentally move these icons around, or if your computer goes through an update and any of these icons get kind of moved around, this application, number one, it doesn't run in real time, which means that it's not going to use up any additional resources. It only runs when you want to save or restore your icons. But the other thing is that it saves this in the database here, or a file, and so you can easily go back to this anytime, and you can restore the way that all of your icons look here. So whether you have folders or whether you have icons, it doesn't really matter. It'll just restore it. You can also download it as a portable application, so it takes up very little space, and it's just super handy. At least for me, has been really useful to be able to keep my desktop the way that I want it to look, and if I ever accidentally mess anything up, then I can go back to it. And I also even have it set up, since this is a laptop. If I open this up here, you can see that where you see the different resolutions and things like that, that's when I have this either docked to, or connected rather, to my monitor and not. It'll show different things here, and so the layout might be a little bit different on my laptop screen, and it adjusts that as well. So that's all I do. I just create a separate icon here, give it a custom icon, and put my things here, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Now, before you go, I did just want to take a moment to talk about a website that I've been using a ton recently. It's called Stacksocial. I've talked about it in some previous videos before, but it's a website that basically offers discounts on software, technology, and other different kinds of products at huge discounts. So you can see here there's lifetime subscriptions for a number of different services. This one's down from $179 to $39.99 for this subscription here. There's cloud storage, antivirus software, music services on here. There's just a ton of different content, all at really great prices. And if you use the link in the description, you'll get $10 off your first purchase. Just wanted to give you some information on that, so definitely feel free to check that out, see all the different products that are on here. There's some really, really good discounts, especially on some of the VPN applications. You'll see that some of these VPN applications that are monthly, you could spend $1,000, you can get a lifetime subscription for as low as $40. So if you haven't already, check it out using the link in the description. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.